When your spirit feels drained, God meets you with quiet renewal, steady comfort, and restoring peace. Find a comfortable place to sit or lie down. Relax your shoulders, close your eyes, and breathe deeply as you connect with God in this quiet moment. Let your breath slow as you settle into this space, allowing the weight you've been carrying to loosen its grip. You don't have to force anything or pretend you're stronger than you feel. God already sees the exhaustion beneath your thoughts, the heaviness tucked behind your quiet moments, and the longing for rest you rarely speak aloud. With each gentle inhale, imagine God drawing near, not with pressure or demands, but with a calm presence that steadies your spirit. As you exhale, release the strain of trying to hold everything together on your own. Here, in this sacred stillness, God begins the quiet work of renewal. As this moment unfolds, allow your breath to guide you gently toward a quieter place within. You've been carrying more than you admit, pushing through days that feel heavier than they should, trying to stay steady even when your spirit feels worn thin. But here, in this soft stillness, you don't have to hold everything upright. Let the tension in your chest loosen as you breathe slowly, inviting God into the spaces you've kept guarded. With each inhale, imagine His presence filling the places where exhaustion has settled. With each exhale, release the pressure of expectations you were never meant to carry alone. God is not asking you to be unbreakable. He is inviting you to rest in His strength. Feel the quiet assurance that you are seen, known, and gently supported. In this unfolding moment, let God begin restoring what has felt drained within you. Feel the quiet deepen around you, letting your breath soften the edges of your thoughts. You've spent so much time trying to stay strong, trying to push through the heaviness without letting anyone see how tired you truly are. But here, in this gentle space, you can finally let the weight slip from your shoulders. Allow the stillness to wrap around you like a warm blanket, reminding you that God is not distant or demanding. He is near, patient, and tender with your weary spirit. As you inhale, imagine His calm filling the places where discouragement has settled. As you exhale, release the pressure to have everything figured out. God understands the quiet battles you face, the moments when your strength feels thin, and the longing for peace that sits beneath your daily tasks. Let this deepening quiet remind you that you don't have to carry your burdens alone. God is already here, renewing you breath by breath. Notice how your spirit begins to settle as you breathe slowly and allow the quiet to soften the tension within you. You've been moving through days that feel heavier than they appear on the surface, carrying responsibilities that stretch your strength and drain your inner reserves. But here, in this gentle pause, you can release the pressure to keep pushing. Let your breath become a reminder that God is not asking you to perform or prove anything. He simply invites you to rest in His nearness. With each inhale, picture His calm filling the weary corners of your heart. With each exhale, let go of the strain that has been clinging to your thoughts. God understands the fatigue that settles deep, the kind that doesn't show on your face, but weighs on your spirit. Allow this settling quiet to remind you that renewal doesn't come from striving. It comes from surrendering to the One who restores you with compassion and steady grace. In this gentle stillness, allow your heart to soften as you breathe slowly and let the quiet surround you. You've been moving through life with a strength others rarely see, holding yourself together even when your spirit feels worn thin. But here, in this moment, you don't have to be the strong one. Let the stillness remind you that God is not measuring your worth by your productivity or your ability to keep going. He is looking at your heart, your longing for rest, your desire for clarity, and your need for renewal. With each inhale, imagine His presence filling the empty spaces within you. With each exhale, release the heaviness you've been carrying alone. God understands the quiet fatigue that settles deep, the kind that doesn't fade with sleep or distraction. Allow this gentle stillness to become a place where God restores what has felt drained, reminding you that His strength is made perfect in your weakness. Here, in God's calming presence, Allow your breath to guide you toward a deeper sense of release. You've been carrying quiet burdens, thoughts you've tucked away, emotions you've pushed aside, responsibilities that have stretched your spirit thin. But in this moment, you don't have to hold any of it alone. Let the calm around you remind you that God is not distant or indifferent. He is near, attentive and gentle with your weary heart. As you inhale, imagine His peace settling into the places where tension has lived for too long. As you exhale, let go of the pressure to stay strong for everyone else. God understands the fatigue that lingers beneath your daily efforts, the kind that doesn't fade with rest or distraction. Allow His presence to steady you, reminding you that renewal is not something you must earn. It is something He freely gives. In this calming space, let God begin restoring what has felt drained within you. With each slow breath, allow your heart to soften as you settle deeper into this moment of quiet. You've been carrying thoughts that feel tangled, emotions that feel heavy, and responsibilities that seem to stretch beyond your strength. But here, in this gentle pause, you can release the pressure to keep everything together. Let your breath remind you that God is not asking you to push harder. He is inviting you to rest in His steady presence. As you inhale, imagine His peace filling the places where worry has taken root. As you exhale, let go of the tension that has been clinging to your spirit. God understands the exhaustion that lingers beneath your calm exterior, the kind that doesn't fade with distraction or sleep. Allow this slow, steady breathing to become a rhythm of surrender, a quiet reminder that you are not alone. In this sacred stillness, God is renewing what has felt drained within you. As peace rises within you, allow this moment to soften the places where your spirit has felt worn and stretched thin. You've been moving through days that require more strength than you often admit, carrying responsibilities that weigh heavily on your heart. But here, in this quiet space, you can release the pressure to keep pushing. Let your breath become a gentle reminder that God is not asking you to be endlessly strong. He is inviting you to rest in His steady presence. As you inhale, imagine His peace filling the weary corners of your mind. As you exhale, let go of the tension that has lingered beneath your calm exterior. God understands the fatigue that settles deep, the kind that doesn't fade with distraction or sleep. Allow this rising peace to remind you that renewal is not something you must force. It is something God brings to you with compassion, patience, and unwavering love. Let your heart rest in this quiet space, allowing the stillness to reach the places within you that rarely find room to breathe. You've been carrying thoughts that feel tangled and emotions that sit heavier than you let on, trying to stay steady even when your spirit feels stretched thin. But here, in this gentle pause, you can release the weight you've been holding. Let your breath remind you that God is not asking you to push harder or pretend you're fine. He is inviting you to rest in His steady presence. As you inhale, imagine His calm filling the weary corners of your mind. As you exhale, let go of the tension that has lingered beneath your quiet strength. God understands the fatigue that settles deep, the kind that doesn't fade with distraction or sleep. Allow this quiet space to become a place where God restores what has felt drained, reminding you that His love meets you exactly where you are. As you rise from this moment of stillness, carry with you the peace God has begun within you. You don't have to hold every thought or solve every burden at once. God walks with you, guiding your steps with clarity and surrounding your heart with steady compassion. If this time of quiet helped you breathe a little easier or feel a little lighter, know that you're not alone. There is a whole community here walking this journey of faith, hope, and healing with you. May God's calm rest over your mind, His strength steady your spirit, and His love remind you that you are deeply held. Thank you for spending this moment with me. If this brought you peace, feel free to share your experience in the comments. Your words may bless someone else who needs encouragement today. Until we meet again, may God's gentle clarity guide you and may His presence stay close to your heart.